ओ ओ ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यसेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धस्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्तिः 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 प्रज्ञानां सुप्रतानैः स्थिरचरनिकर व्यापिभिर्व्याप्य लोकान् भोक्त्वा भोगान् स्थविष्ठान् पुनरभिधिषणोद्भासितान् कामजन्यान् पीत्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् स्वपिति मधुरमुक् मायया भोजयन्नः माया संख्यातुरीयं परममृतमजं ब्रह्म यत्तन्नतोऽस्मि यो विश्वात्मा विधिज विषयान् प्रास्य भोगान् स्थविष्ठान् पश्चाच्चान्यान् स्वमतिविभवान् ज्योतिषा स्वेन सूक्ष्मान् सर्वानेतान् पुनरपि शनैः स्वात्मनि स्थापयित्वा हित्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् विगतगुणगणः पातु सो नस्तुरीयः पातु सो नस्तुरीयः। अभिधान अभिधेययोः एकत्वे अपि अभिधान प्राधान्येन निर्दिशः कृतः। ओम इति एतत् अक्षरम् इदं सर्वम् इत्यादि अभिधान प्राधान्येन निर्दिष्टस्य पुनः अभिधेय प्राधान्येन निर्दिशः अभिधान अभिधयोः एकत्व प्रतिपत्त्यर्थः इतरथा ह्यभिधान तंत्र अभिधेय प्रतिपत्तिः इति अभिधेयस्य अभिधानत्वं गौणम् इति आशंका स्यात् एकत्व प्रतिपतिपतेश्च प्रयोजनम् अभिधेययोः एकेन एव प्रयत्नेन युगपत् प्रविलापयन् तत्विलक्षणं ब्रह्म प्रतिपद्यते इति तथा च वक्ष्यति पादा मात्राः मात्राश्च पादाः तदाह. So last time we discussed this stanza, this commentary of Bhagavan Shankaracharya, where it is told that the entire universe, which is made of forms, is made into names. So the forms, and like how it is names and forms, but actually names and forms they are not two different things. Actually they are names. And the last time we saw that when we tell a necklace, there is nothing called necklace. Necklace is just a imaginary name, imaginary object, not a real object. It is just a name. There is nothing called necklace because it is gold. Gold, if you tell, that is okay. But if you tell a necklace, necklace in the world doesn't exist at all. And which does not exist, we deal with that. Because this world is in illusion. World is illusion, like a dream. And the world is seen only when mind is awake. But when we go to the deep sleep state, the world is not there. So it is at one time it is seen, at one time it is not seen at all. That means what is seen at one time and not seen another time, or seen in a different way in another time, that is called illusion. Okay, if one thing is appearing all the time same, it is not illusion, it is real. If it is appearing, it looks different at different times, and sometimes is not there at all, then surely it is illusion. That is the characteristic of illusion. So necklace is an illusion. It doesn't, and in the illusory world, illusion has that meaning. Illusion has utility. In the dream, we cannot eat the laddu which we have made at home in the daytime. We cannot eat that in the dream. We have to make dream laddus. We can eat only dream laddus because we can transact with dream objects in the dream time. In the waking state, have no access to the dream state. It doesn't have. So that shows that the objects in themselves don't exist, but they exist as names because we are dealing with names, but it is a name only. So all the objects are converted into name, to one name, that is Omkara. So the Abhidhana for all the Abhidhayas, all the objects, is Om. And also it is the Abhidhana for the Brahman also, which is the real. The name Brahman and the reality Brahman are two different things, but the name Brahman is also included in Om. Then it was told this Omkara, the Abhidhana, is equal to Abhidheya Om, the Brahman, Abhidheya Brahman. When we convert all the Abhidheya in the sense of objects to Abhidhana, now there are no two things. There are not two terms. Only one is there. What is that? Abhidheya. Because all the Abhidhayas, that means all the objects, are converted into names. And Abhidhana, Om as the Abhidhana, is equal to Abhidheya Brahman. Because Brahman is the substratum or is the support or the source of all objects. Now Brahman has become also the name. Brahman name has become one with the Omkara name. And then it was told, Ekatva Pratiprate. Ekatva Pratiprate means the identity between the Abhidhana and Abhidheya, that is very important. If that is not there, then when it is easy to negate it is easy to negate one. If Abhidhana and Abhidheya both are same, by negating one, we can negate the other two. Otherwise, we have to, if Abhidhana and Abhidheya, they are two different things, by just negating the Abhidhana, Abhidheya will not be negated. But since Abhidhana and Abhidheya both are not two, only one, that is Abhidhana, by negative Abhidhana, Abhidheya is also negated. All the objects are negated. Okay? So that is the thing that we have to apply to our body. Our body is also a name, mind is also a name, intellect is also a name. All these names are nothing but Omkara, are in all the, whatever name, correct, it is included in Omkara. So we cannot, like one name, one word is different from the other word, we cannot tell that way. In essentially, all of them, they are only one. And once the Abhidhana and Abhidheya, the names and forms, they are all negated, what remains is Tad Vilakshanam Brahma Pratipadyate. What remains is the reality which is called Brahman. Names and forms are illusion, false, unreal. Then when it is negated, one may think that nothing is there. But no, the reality is very much there, which is appearing as names and forms. That reality is only appearing as names and forms. Names and forms are only appearance. So one can easily negate. If they are really real, one cannot negate. When I tell I is not this form, that is body, or I is not name like Mr. X. A form cannot be, a form is an inert thing. Form cannot be consciousness. We are living beings. We are living entity. We are not a inert, or we are not a material object. Material objects are known. We know a material object. Like I will tell that, I have seen that, I have heard that. Whatever we can see, whatever we can hear, whatever we can taste, whatever we can touch, whatever we can smell is called an object. I can tell that I smelled the perfume, because perfume is an object. I can smell that one, but I cannot smell myself. I cannot smell that. I can smell everything else, but I cannot smell myself because I am not different from myself. If the self is an object of object, then I can tell that, I smelled. Like when I tell, I know myself, that is a wrong sentence, because I know a tree, that is okay, because tree is an object. But I know myself, if somebody says, now, I know myself. In Keno Upanishad is told, if one thinks that one knows oneself, then that person doesn't know anything. Okay? Because whenever we are telling that I know this, that means this, they are all objects. So once the Abhidhana and Abhidheya both are, all the names and forms are negated as unreal, non-existent, then what it is, that it will not be emptiness, but it will be Brahma Pratipadyate, the Brahman is realized. And as long as we are attached to either name or form, because name and form both are same. If we are attached to anything, any one of them, then it is very difficult to, and we give reality to that name and form, like when somebody dies. And oh, he died. It's a big loss, we think, as if we lost a very important thing in our life because somebody died. Or when you hear that, okay, that cancer is there and or heart problem is there, and we are just a few days we have to live, we get scared. We get scared because I am thinking that I lose myself. Losing ourselves is not acceptable because really I am present all the time. Okay, I am eternal. When it is told that I am to, but I do not know what is that eternal is. Now I am considering that body is eternal. So we are trying to make that body eternal. Like the asuras are those who want their body to be immortal. So they do a lot of penance and they please Brahmaji and they will tell that one boon everybody asks to Brahmaji. All the asuras, whoever has meditated, they will ask only one boon that make us immortal. Then Brahmaji will tell, no, I cannot do that. That is not my department. Then they will settle for something. Okay, I'll die, but I will not die in day or not night. I will not die in the inside or outside. I will not die on the in the heaven or on the earth. I will not be I will not die by an animal or human being. So that but they will agree that I will die, but these conditions, then Brahmaji will tell yes, because a body has to die. It is whatever body, it has to disappear. It has to disappear. But when we are very much attached to that form as me, it is difficult to accept death. But it is happening. So everybody is telling, no, it is just a question of few days. If we remove that plug, then it will go. I will get scared because I do not know. I want to be eternal, but at the same time, I do not know. I want to make the body eternal, but body cannot be eternal. So here is a problem. If one is too much attached to, some people, they're attached to the name so much. They want their name everywhere. All the buildings and everywhere, their name has to be there. There in the store they will give the name, in the motorcycle they will write the name, in the car they will write the name, in the house they will write the name, in the shirt also they will write the name. They are too much attached to their name. They want to maintain that name. They will change the last name of everybody and they will put their last name because they want to live through them. That is a very big thing. That's why in our, like the marriage time, they will change the last name. They'll change the last name. And now they tell that, if you are changing the last name, forget. I'm not going to get married to you. Or after the marriage, when they hold the control of the other person, they say, no, I'm not going to change my last name. And when the child is born, they are ready to keep the last name of the father and last name of the mother. And the child has to suffer while writing the passport or something. Because for them, that name is a big thing. But for some people, name is not a big thing. Whether you call it Chintu or Chantu or it doesn't matter. But for them, that form is very important. I'm a male, I'm a female, I'm a black, I'm a white. Black will have their own things, white will have their own things. That's so strong, it is very difficult to get out of it. Very difficult. But these are all illusions. Now we are trying to make the illusion as real. And how much you may try to not be. That effort will also be illusory effort. It will never succeed. Will never succeed. See how many things we are doing. All the medicines we are discovering. You know how many medicines we have discovered? In the beginning, there may be one or two will be there. Now there are thousands and thousands of medicines are there. Just we are trying to make the body immortal. Then you have discovered food, what kind of food we will eat, what kind of exercise we will do. And somebody told that, Swamiji, always I eat only organic food. Only I don't buy from anywhere. Only whole food store I buy, all organic things. If we take organic food, we'll have organic death. If we eat inorganic food, inorganic death. Death is a must. The body will go. But if you are trying to make the immortalize the body, you will not succeed at all. So the purpose of telling name and form, Abhidhana and Abhideya both are same. The purpose is not to give reality to the Abhidhana Abhideya, so that if you pull one, the other is also gone. It will be easier. And what will remain? It is not. It will be nothing. But what will stay is the very existence principle will stay, and we are that. Then in the next sloka, it was in the first sloka it was told that etat om iti etat sarvam, om iti etat sarvam. But in the second sloka it is told Brahma eta sarvam. Same etat, but Brahma eta sarvam. Because here it is told from the standpoint of the Abhideya, from the standpoint of Brahman. There it was told from the standpoint of Abhidhana, that is Omkar. And also, here in this sloka, the Ayam Atma Brahma, this Mahavakya is also revealed. That Brahman, which is remote, which is Paroksha, is this Atma. And Soyam Atma Chatuspad. And this Atma has 4 quarters that we are seeing last time. We'll just go on once more. Sarvam hi etat Brahma iti. That means now here it was, previously it was Sarvam iti Omkara. Sarvam Omkara iti. But now here Sarvam hi etat Brahma iti. Everything is Brahman, Sarvam. Sarvam, what is the meaning of Sarvam? What was in the past, what is in the present, what will the future, and what is beyond all the 3 colors, all these. And then which is like Karya and Karana. Karya means which is the Sthula Prapancha, Sukshma Prapancha, and Karana Prapancha. Sarvam word includes all these. Wherever Sarvam word, one has to bring all this meaning. Sarvam hi etat Brahma iti, the explanation he is giving, Bhavan Shankaracharya is writing, Sarvam hi etat Brahma iti, that is the Chinna. That means he is going to discuss on that. Then he gave the meaning of that one later. Sarvam, what is the meaning of Sarvam? Yaduktam Onkara Matram, which was considered as only Onkara in the previous description. Etat Brahma, and those things are this Brahman. Last time we were discussing how everywhere Tad Brahma was used, but here it is Etat Brahma, this Brahma. Why he is using? Because this is not the style of the Upanishads. Always style Brahman is Tad Brahma. Tad Brahmeti Vedanat. Understand that as that Brahman. Why it is called Etat Brahma? So Bhavan Shankaracharya is explaining here. Because it is written Etat Brahma. So he is explaining Tatcha Brahma Paroksha Vitam. That Brahman which is described as Paroksha. Paroksha means which is not in the scope of the senses, which is beyond the senses, which is beyond time, which is not limited to any space, not limited by space, time, objects, causation, that is called Paroksha. Simple words, the simple meaning of Paroksha is which cannot be perceived through senses, is called Paroksha. Which can be perceived through the senses, through the help of the senses, then that is called Pratyaksha. Pratyaksha Pramana, Pratyaksha. Paroksha is indirect, but here is Paroksha means remote. Tatcha Brahma Paroksha. Abhitam is described. That Brahma which is described as the Paroksha, here what is done? Nirdisati is shown as Pratyakshataha Visheshana. Here it is indicated as the Pratyaksha. That Paroksha Brahma is indicated as Pratyaksha Brahma Visheshana with specificity. That means with very clear description. It is not that just we told that that Paraksha Brahma is this Pratyaksha. No, with specificity. So it clearly described why it is Pratyaksha. That Brahman, which is always described as Paraksha, how here it is told as the Etat Brahma, as the Pratyaksha Brahma. And then Bhavan is telling the purpose is, it is not that it is just a wrong word that is used, because maybe the Upanishadkar forgot and just write instead of tat, he just wrote etat, then we have to break our head. No, there is a purpose, there is deliberate purpose, there is a specific purpose, specificity. Visheshata means with specific reason. I am Atma Brahma iti. Because this Atma is Brahman, that's why he has to bring that. We cannot tell Atma, we cannot tell that Atma. And Brahman, this Atma is Brahman. So now that Brahman has become Etat Atma. Etat, Etat Atma. So Brahman has become Etat Brahma, because that Atma is Brahman. We cannot tell Etat Atma and Tat Brahma, but both are same. It cannot be. That Brahman has to be made Etat. We tell Laddu is sweet, Rasgulla is sweet, then Laddu is equal to Rasgulla. Today, suppose a picnic, some party is there. What is a sweet? Okay, Gulab Jamun. Then next time, what is the sweet today? Rasgulla. Because this Rasgulla and Gulab Jamun both are same only. Why we are eating them? If it is, we have to eat that, it is made of that cheese. If cheese gola, nobody will eat the Rasgulla or the Gulab Jamun. But if it is soaked in that sugar syrup, and which will kill the person instantly, then little poison should be there. Like how the pickle, if it is fresh, no, it has to be decomposed, nice fermented and everything. Then it has more like reddish kind of thing. Then Panchangaban, then only maza comes. Poison is better for us. Poison is better. If it looks like plain and no, it is just boiled vegetable, nobody will eat. You do the party and tell that it is the healthiest party. Not a single person, even our parents will not come. What to talk of? And we are doing somebody's marriage, and we are made spinach and the zucchini, boiled zucchini, and broccoli, stir fry broccoli. Nobody will come. You have to make as poisonous as possible, as complex as possible. Then everyone will come. Everyone will come. Then they will feel that something is happening. So one has to find the similarity. That's why when the marriage is done, how we find the similarity. We see the horoscope and everything. There should be at least one thing should be common. And when we fall in love, we don't see anything common. Actually, because that hormone takes over. When a hormone takes over, within 1 month, we'll see that there is nothing common between him and me. What has happened? Because you don't see any similarity. At least here, the horoscope, even if it is done wrong, but at least we told that they both have the same graha, so they are compatible. Or this graha and that graha is compatible. There is something common should be there. So this Brahma and Atma both are same. That's why it is told Etat Brahma. So it is not a wrong word that Upanishadkar has used. Now the next word is, this is the explanation of Sarvam hi Etat Brahma. Then Ayam. Then the meaning of Ayam. What is the meaning of Ayam? Ayam iti. Ayam means, the meaning of Ayam is Chatuspattvena pravibhajyamanam pratyag atmataya abhinayena nirdisati Ayam Atma iti. Now he is explaining what is Ayam. Ayam means, the meaning is this. What is but it is not only we write this and then, no, it has a meaning. Ayam is, this is a pronoun. It stands for something. Pronoun substitutes a noun. Substitute for the noun is pronoun. So the pronoun, but what it is exactly that he is telling, ayam iti chatuspatvena pravibhajyamanam. Pravibhajyamanam means it has this ayam, actually it refers to Atma, ayam. It will be described later as Chatuspatvena Prayodhamaham, which will be divided into four parts. Not that Atma can be divided into four parts, as though, okay? It will be divided, this Ayam refers to that Atma, which will be later be divided into four parts. Prabhivajyamanam, Pratyag Atma Abhitaya Abhinena Nirdisati. Then this Atma, which is the which will be divided into four, Pratyek Atma Abhitaya Abhinayana Nidisati. The teacher, here the teacher is Bhagavan Shankaracharya or the Upanishadkar who was teaching. Here, of course, Bhagavan Shankaracharya is in the commentary, but Upanishadkar, when he was teaching the students, he told, Ayam Atma Brahma. He took the hand, Abhinaya means the hand gesture. He took the hand and he showed that I am Atma Brahma. Okay. That doesn't mean that only the teacher's Atma is Brahman, then our Atma is something else. No, that is not the purpose. Atma is Brahman. So don't create that division. Though they appear to be two different words, Brahman word or Atman word, but I am Atma Brahma. So I am means this. This Atma is Brahman. That means the illuminator of the world is the substratum of this world. Is the substratum of the world. Whatever I am observing, always I am different from that. If I see a donkey, that means I am different from the donkey. I cannot tell, I saw a donkey, that's why I am the donkey. Nobody can tell. Nobody can tell. Somebody was sitting on a tree and he told that I am the tree. If anybody tells that I am the tree because I am sitting under a tree, that means something has gone here dhila. I will not tell. Whatever you know, we are different from that. Like how the body, when it comes to body, do you know your body? Yes, I know my body. That means we are different from the body. But now somehow we have considered ourselves as the body. There, if I know a donkey, I don't tell I am the donkey. But if I know the body, then I become the body. So we use our knowledge as per our convenience. That's all. There is no uniformity. Because it's not based upon when I'm telling that I am different from the donkey because I know the donkey. There I apply the logic. Perfect. But when it comes to body, we have so much tadatmya, so much identification with the body, we tell that I am the body. This identification is a which happens because of ignorance. Like suppose you are sitting in a movie theater. When you see a movie, in the movies can be sometimes it will be like a love scene, or it will be comedy, or it will be tragedy. Different scenes are there. And here at home, today is my anniversary, marriage anniversary something, and we are getting bored with each other because we are married for so many years, same person, it is so boring. Now we want little relaxation. So where will go? Go to Chinese, eat that lizard sauce and cockroach powder. I don't know what are things they give. And go to Thai. Nobody will go to Indian restaurant. Nobody. Everybody, dosa and all those things, they are like nothing. The Thai thing is good, better. Thai or Chinese. So they will go there. And then still time is there. How much time it will take to eat food? Even if the laziest person also, 1 hour, that lunch is over. Then throughout the day is there. How to spend? We cannot just sit in front of, we love each other. How many times we will tell? Then we have to go to the movie. in the when you go to the movie, and that day is the a tragic movie it was going on. And that from the beginning till end, there is not a single episode. There is no laughter, there is no comedy, nothing, no joker, nobody. So it is sad, 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 sad. Everybody is crying. The actor is crying, the actress is crying, everybody is crying. The helpers are crying, everybody is crying. Then what will happen to me? I will also cry. Actually, I had gone to enjoy, but now I become the victim of the tragedy. See, just think, and that what we are seeing on the screen is nothing but the play of light and sound. There is nobody there. There is no Dharmendra, there is no Hema Malini there. There is nobody. So they cannot go through any tragedy because there is nobody on the screen. It is not possible. They cannot be in a sad situation. And I am sitting in the audience. I am sitting in front of the screen. And for me, also there is no reason to be miserable because I have nothing to do with what is happening on the screen. On the screen, the a gunda is chasing the heroine. But both our husband and wife were sitting on the chair. Nobody is chasing us. So there is no reason for us to be sad. And what we are seeing on the screen, they cannot be sad at all because they are not there. Now, apart from this, I cannot be sad because there is no reason for me to be sad. There no and for they cannot be sad because they don't exist. Now, who is sad then? The sad is a third entity which is created when the the person who has no reason to be sad and the person who cannot be sad, when this person who for whom there is no reason to be sad, when he identified with the person who cannot be sad, a third entity is created. An illusory entity is created. That entity is sad, really. And now I am identifying with that entity and then I am becoming sad. Not that I have got sadness and I am becoming sad. No. Not that there is a lot of misery in me, that's why I am miserable. No. I am identifying with somebody. Any problem, whenever it is happening, that means we are identifying with something. If X identifies with Y, then the qualities of Y will automatically come to X and it will affect the X. We are really Satchit and Ananda Atma, but we are identifying with this body. Then the body's dharma becomes my dharma. Then I tell that, I am born, this is my birth date. And we are celebrating birth date left and right. Though every day when we tell that, what is your age? 65. That means 65 years closer to the burial ground. But we will not tell that, okay? We will not tell, that means we have gone that much closer. But we will not tell that. What we will tell? We will, okay, I am 60-year-old, my birthday, 65th birthday. This is just humbug. We are just cheating ourselves just to get some gifts from others. That's all. Because if you tell that, I am 65 years closer to death, nobody will give any gift. Because everybody is scared that this person is, anyhow, will decide, why will give him unnecessary wastage of money. Or 65 years of experience. So in 65 years, at least we should have learned something. Learned something that what has worked in our life, what has not worked in life. If within that time we didn't know, then it is better luck next life. Then we'll never learn. To learn one thing, how to keep ourselves happy, if you have not learned one thing in 65 years, then it is worthless life. Then we celebrate, what is it? Sashyabdi Purti. Sashtabdi means two people, I don't want to give the adjectives or something, and now they have made a gang now, and we are celebrating that foolishness. That's all. Sashtabdi. But actually, the purpose is 60 years of staying, two people staying at one place. Then we'll learn, we should understand something. Not like how we are there in the beginning when we were 26, 25. Is the same way now also one is, then it is wasted. That relationship is a waste one. I didn't learn anything. I am Atma iti. That means this Chatuspatvena, as though it is four quarters. This Atma is four quarters. That is the will be described in the that will be told in the verse itself. So Bhavan is just giving a heads up. Nirdisati. That means he's showing that this Brahman is Atma. This Atma is Brahman. Since he's showing something close, that's why Brahman has also become close. He has brought that Tat Brahma to Etat Brahma. Here, this is enough. That means I am Atma Brahma, this Mahavakya, it is over. Now, not one may think that it will be big description will be there because it is a Mahavakya. There are a lot of description will be there. He just mentioned I am Atma Brahma. That Tat Brahma is Etat Brahma and this Atma is Brahman. That's all. That's the identity, no other description. And that is true when we are, do you know how to remain separately, how to maintain division, duality, lot of things have to be done. But to remain united, only one thing is needed. We don't need 100 things. To remain together, we don't have to do 1,000 things. But to maintain our separateness, we have to do different things. You have to tell, your color is different from my color, so we are different. Your income is different from my color, so we are different. Your village is different from my village, so we are different. Your education is different from my education, so different. Your height is different from my height. All these things we have to bring to tell that I am different from you, to maintain that. Always we'll write that. But oneness, we don't need anything. We don't need anything. That's why in one word he told, I am Atma Brahman. That's all. I am Atma. This Brahman is nothing but Atma. Saha, I am Atma, Omkara Abhideya, Paraparattvena Vyavasthita. Saha, Saha, I am Atma. Saha means that Brahman is I am Atma. Okay. Omkara Abhideya. Omkara Abhideya means who is whose Abhidhana is Omkar, or who is the Abhideya of Omkara. That means that Brahman. Paraparattvena means that which is the Paraparattvena Vyavasthita. Vyavasthita means existing as Para and Apara. That Para Brahma and Apara Brahma. That is the higher and lower self. But sometimes Para is Karana Brahma, Apara is the Karya Brahma. There are different ways of telling. Or Para Brahma is which is the Adhisthana of the Jagat, and Apara is which is the oneself. Different ways, but whatever it is, this Brahman is Para and Apara. Vyavasthita, existing, but it is Karsapana, but it is because now he's explaining Chatuspada, how the four parts. He's explaining that this Brahman, the four parts are just like the Karsapana. Karsapana is a coin. Na Gauhu Iva Iti, not like the cow. Cow has got four legs. Chatuspada means four pada. Pada means feet, pada means also parts. He's telling that pada we may take in the sense of the feet, like a cow has got 4 feet, but each feet is different from the other feet, other foot. They're in different places, and they go in different lines. They don't go in the same line. By that, he's denying that don't take as 4 feet. But what is the other meaning? 4 parts. But again, when you tell 4 parts, one may tell that, do you know, this is one part, this is another part, this is the other part. Like we have got in the body, we have got so many parts are there. Hand is one part, left hand is one part, right hand is another part, leg is another part. So they are all different too. They're the parts, but they're different. They're different in look, they're different in how they're connected to the body, their actions, functions are also different. So one may think that way too. So that's why he's giving the example of Karsapanavat. Karsapana is a coin. Coin means like we have got rupee in India, and 1 rupee is made of 16 annas. First quarter is 1 to 4. Second quarter is 5 to 8. Third one is the 11 to 12. No, sorry, 11 to 14. The last one is 15 to 18. 4 quarters. Or we'll tell 25 na paisa is 1 quarter, then 50, then 75, then 100. In this way, if we divide, what happens? The 50 includes 25. 75 includes 25 and 50. And when you tell 100, that 25 is included, 50 is included, 75 is included. That's why if somebody is asking 25 cents, we can give $1 note. But if somebody is asking 50 cents, we cannot give 1 quarter, because 1 quarter doesn't include the 50 cents. But if somebody is asking 25 cents, we can give 50 cents, because 50 cents include 25 cents. So when it is told quarter, one has to understand in the sense that the previous quarter is included in the successive quarter. That's why he is giving the example of Karsapana. Of course, he is going to tell what is going to be included in what. What are the 4 parts? Why not? He has not told in what are the 4 parts, but he is going to mention. So he is preparing us. Trayanam Viswadinam Purba Pravilapanena Turyasya Pratipattihi. Now he is telling what we mean by Chatuspat. He is exactly mentioning Trayanam Viswadinam. Traya means 3. We have got Vishwa, Tajas, Prajna, then Turiya. The Atma, Turyatma. The name of the ego, the name of the experiencer in the waking state, which he is going to explain later, but I'm just mentioning so that it will be easier. The name of the experiencer in the waking state is called Vishwa or Vaishwanara. The name of the ego is given different names. The name of the ego in the waking state for an individual ego. Total ego is called the Ishvara. Total ego is called the Ishvara. Individual ego has got different names. Total ego, which is the creator, sustainer, and the dissolver of this universe, is called the Ishvara, total ego. Total ego is not affected by its ignorance, but individual ego is affected by its ignorance. Ignorance can only affect the individual ego, not the total ego. Total ego is the master of Maya. Maya means ignorance. But individual ego is the victim of the vasana. Mayapati, Mayadasa. Jiva is the Mayadasa. Ego means the Jiva. And the Ishvara is the Mayapati. Maya means ignorance. But we don't use the word Maya when it comes to individual. It is the word Vasana. Individual ignorance is called Vasana. Total ignorance is called Maya. Trayanam is the three. Of these three, Trayanam, Vishwadinam. Adi means starting. Starting with Vishwa. That means Vishwa, Tejas and Prajna. Name of the ego in the waking state, that means the waking state experiencer is called Vishwa. Individual experiencer, individual ego. But the name of the ego in the dream state is called Tejas, individual state, individual at the microcosmic level. Then the name of the ego in the deep sleep state is called Pragya at the microcosmic level. But the name of the ego in the waking state at the macrocosmic level is different. It is called Virat. Name of the ego in the dream state is called Hiranyagarbha. But the name of the ego in the deep sleep state is called Ishvara. So there are different names are there. So that he is mentioning here, Trayanam Vishwadinam. Trayana Adi means beginning. Or we tell etc., but actually it is beginning. Beginning with Vishwa, that means Vishwa, Tejas and Prajna, starting with Vishwa, that means Vishwa, Tejas and Prajna. Purva Pravilapanena. Purva Pravilapanena means the previous one will be dissolved in the successive one. That means Vishwa will be dissolved in Prajna. Prajna will be dissolved in the, Vishwa will be dissolved in the Tejas, and Tejas will be dissolved in the Prajna. And then all these three will be dissolved in Turiya. Because they are non-existent. The ego's existence is really not tenable. Remember, what is ego? Ego is a conditioned entity. Like when we stand in front of the mirror, now mirror is there, I am there, but a new entity will be created. That new entity will behave exactly like the person who is standing in front of the mirror. Who is standing in front of the mirror is real in that example. Okay? But who is appearing in the mirror, inside the mirror, is not there at all. Is not there. But I really like to see that entity. That's why I will always tell it how that entity is looking. That non-existing entity, how it looks. Depending on that, I will decide how I look. Because I cannot see myself. How much I may try, I cannot see myself. I cannot see my face at all. If God would have given the eyes and the hands, then you could have seen our face. But God has given the eyes and the face, but the face is the most important portion. We want to show our face to everybody. So when we have done some sinful act, we cannot show our face. We cannot show our face. When somebody like for the Shadi.com, we don't send the picture of our leg or the hair. We send the picture of our face. But unfortunately, we cannot see our face. Nobody has seen their face at all. What we have seen, we have seen the face which is inside in the mirror. Mirror face may not be like our face because it's created by the mirror. If the mirror is depending on the condition of the mirror, the face will look different. Then which reflection I am? This reflected person is the ego of the person who is standing in front of the mirror. The reflected person is the ego of the person who is standing in front of the mirror. That is the way ego word is used. Ego means a reflection, reflected consciousness. In the Kindle life, it is reflected consciousness. When Atman is reflected in the BMI, BMI are like the mirror, different mirrors of different quality. Then the reflection of Om in the BMI will be PFT. This PFT is a reflection that is called the ego. Though as long as body is there, mind is there, intellect is there, ego is surely there. Reflection, if a person is standing in front of the mirror, reflection nobody can avoid. But a wise person is he or she who will not consider that reflection as himself or herself. That is the difference. The difference between the wise person or otherwise person is otherwise person thinks that I am that reflection. Okay, so that's why we try to create image ourselves. Our image is very important. That image is like that reflection. Who we may be, we have to create a nice image, nice picture of ourselves, and then nice tell that I have a PhD, I'm a doctor or engineer, or I'm a scientist or something. Some image we have to create ourselves. Otherwise, nobody will know that I'm a doctor or engineer. Nobody will know. But I have to put something. I have to put a stethoscope, or engineer means I have to write something, or some dress I have to wear. So we have to create some kind of image, and we have to broadcast that image. And if others receive that image, accept that image, then it is good. If they don't accept, I'll be extremely agitated. I'll be sad. I'll get angry on them. But some people will tell, oh, what a great person has studied in Stanford University. Same useless person, okay? He doesn't know how to talk with others also. He cannot deal with anybody. But he has gone to Stanford University. So that image, and he is writing everywhere, the Stanford University, whatever, in the backside, in that banyan, it is written from Stanford or something. Wow. Then everyone talk different. Okay, let us not goof around him. But actually, the useless person, he doesn't know anything. Always miserable. Always miserable. Anger, greed, and up to here. Passion, fear, anxieties, full of all those things. But we want to send a different picture. This sending a picture, this quality is called mana, pride. Pride means I am trying to show myself to others who really I am not. And if others don't accept that, and they know what is this, because they are also sending their image. They are busy in sending their image. So they have no time to accept ours. When they don't accept, we get very upset. See, nobody understands me. Nobody knows my greatness. I have done so many PhDs, so many discoveries. Nobody recognizes me. So, this is not a good world. We tell. So the one state, the Vishwa has to be dissolved in this ego is just a reflection. It is not there. So to negate that one, it is not a difficult thing. It is not there. Reflection, it doesn't exist at all. We see, but it doesn't exist. So Vishwa will be dissolved. Actually, the ego in the waking state, which was telling that I am this and this and this, and I have achieved that and that and that, and I am such a great person, is completely absent when you go to dream state. A very successful person, that ego which was extremely successful in the waking state, can be the greatest failure in a dream state. Because waking state ego is not carried to the dream state. It is dissolved automatically. It is gone. It is absent. And the dream state ego is not present in the deep sleep state. The waking state ego and the dream state ego both are completely absent when it comes to deep sleep state. All the success and failure of the waking state and dream state is non-existent in the deep sleep state. So the deep sleep state, the ego's name is Prajna. Prajna, why it called Prajna? Prayana Ajna. That means it doesn't know anything. Actually, ignorance is bliss. That's why everybody enjoys the deep sleep state. If we are not getting sleep, we'll be sick, we'll be a patient. Sleep is the greatest medicine. Because at that time, our ego becomes prajna. I don't know anything. Everybody will tell the same thing. But in the waking state, I know everything. You don't know anything. In the dream state also we can see that I know or I don't know anything in the dream state. But in the deep sleep state, I don't know anything. Everybody will tell the same language. Language is the same. They may use a different words, but in the deep sleep state, the ego's experience is the same for all in the entire world. So when the Vishwa is dissolved in the Tejas, Tejas is dissolved in the Prajna, then one may tell that everything is gone. If ego is gone, then I am a useless person. This ego has ambitions, ego has desire. If desire is gone, then what life is about? So far as desires are concerned, ego's desires are concerned, then we find the life is meaningful because I'm trying to fulfill those desires. But if there is no desire, desireless, then what it is just like murdering ourselves. But no, when that dissolves, it will be purva pravilapanena turyasya pratipatti. Then one will attain that turya state. It is not that everything will be useless. No, when you dissolve, one will reach the Turiya state. Actually, Turiya state is present in all the states. Turiya state is not another state. Chatuspata, out of the three he mentioned, the four he didn't mention because all these three are included in the Turiya. And Turiya is included. Turiya, nobody can dissolve Turiya. Everything will be dissolved in Turiya, but Turiya cannot be dissolved at all. And these three states, the Vishwa, Tejas, and Prajna, they are the means to reach Turiya. But Turiya is not a means. Turiya is what we are to really reach. But the Vishwa, Tejas, and Prajna, they are the vehicles to reach there. So that is exactly it is told here. Pratipatti karana sadhana pada sabdah. Because we are trying to understand pada, padaha matraha, matraha, padascha. That he is explaining here. And the padaha matraha, that means the you have the waking state, dream state, and deep sleep state, and turyavastha, they are called padaha. That is the abhidhana. Abhidhana. Then what it will, matra is the avidheya. But here he is not using the word avidheya and abhidhana. He is telling padaha matraha. That abhidhana is avidheya previously we are studying. Here he is telling padaha matraha, matraha padaha. Okay. And what the padhas, he first is trying to explain that these Vishwa, Tejas, and Prajna and Turiya, they are the four padhas. That doesn't mean that they are like 4 feet of the cow, but they're like 4 quarters. What does it mean? That 1 quarter is included in the other quarter. The previous quarter is included in the successive quarter. That way, it is inclusive. It is not a disjoint. These are not disjoint like the feet of the cow, that each foot is different from the other foot. Karana sadhana means through these waker, dreamer, and deep sleeper, they help us. If we analyze them, then we'll reach Turiya. That's why they're called Karana sadhana. Karana means the instrument, the means. That's why they are called pada. Padyate anena iti pada. So the first meaning of pada is padyate, by means of which we reach estate is called pada. So first three are called padas because they are karana sadhana. They are the instruments. But Turiya also we are calling pada. Why Turiya is called pada? Then he is explaining Turiyasya padyate iti karma sadhana pal sabda. But when the word pada is used for the Turiya, it is not used in the sense of karana. It is used in the sense of the karma. Karma means destination. Karana means the means, the vehicle to reach the destination. So these three, Vishwa, Tejas and Prajna, they are the vehicles using which we can reach the Turiya. So Turiya is the destination. And Pada has got two meanings. One is the destination and the other is the means or the vehicle. So the Vishwa, Tejas and Prajna, they are the Padas because they will take us to the Turiya. And Turiya is Pada not because it will take us somewhere, but it is a destination. Turiyasya padyate iti karma sadhana pada sabda. So he explained pada. Okay. Then the next sloka, if somebody asks why, how it is possessed of the Atma is possessed of four quarters. Four quarters, what are the four quarters he told here? Vishwa, Tejas, Prajna, and Turiya. Then if one will tell that how it is made of four quarters, if somebody asks, then the explanation is given in the third sloka. We'll read that one. Jagarita-sthanah bahispragyah saptangah ekona-vinsati mukhah sthula bhuk vaishwanarah prathama padah. What do you mean by prathama pada? Prathama pada, who is the prathama pada? Vishwa. And here the name is given Vaishwanara. Vaishwanara both are same. Aham Vaishwanaro bhutva pranina amdeham asritah. Lord is present in us as the Vaishwanara. When the food is taken inside, actually, who is taking it in, who is receiving that? Vaishwanara. And who is doing the simplification? Vaishwanara, not we. If that job God will give to us, we will tell that Swamiji, don't bother me now. What is that? Now I am digesting. We are not digesting. Swamiji, I am very busy. What are you doing? Breathing. If that we are to really, if we are breathing, then we will have no time for anything. We cannot cook, we cannot take bath, we cannot go anywhere because I am busy in breathing. Somebody is breathing for us, but we take the credit, I am breathing. Is he breathing? Yes, he is breathing. He is not breathing. Breathing is done by somebody else. Digestion, that's why while eating food, it is the worship of the Lord. Aham Vaishwanaro bhutva pranina amdeham prana samayukta patamyannam chaturvidham. I am remaining in the individual as the Vaishwanara. I digest four kinds of food. Lord is telling. He has not given that responsibility to us at all. We may tell that, my digestion is down or something, but actually he is digesting. We are just putting everything, whatever we see, because there is a hole here, we put everything. Bakri, then murgi, lal pani, everything we put here. And not in this quantity. Laddu is there and free, and I have given $5 gift I have brought, so let me get $100 worth of laddus. And how much that Vaishnavar will do? He has also limit how many things he can digest. But he is taking. Annapurne Sadapurne Sankara Pranavallave Jnana Vairagya Siddhyartham Bhiksham Dehi cha Parvati. The purpose of eating food is, it is written Annapurne Sadapurne. Oh Annapurna, who is Sadapurne, who is always complete. Annapurne Sadapurne Sankara Pranavallave, who is the wife of Shankara Bhagavan, Jnana Vairagya Siddhartham. So we are eating the food for Jnana and Vairagya. But what is the purpose when we eat food? Is it that purpose? When we are eating food, we have to remember these things. Oh Lord, I am so much attached. Not only this food, this broccoli and spinach. I am taking so many things through all the sense organs, all the time eating. Never satisfied. Never satisfied. Please give me that dispassion so that I will not become a slave of them. That is the purpose why we are eating food. That's why they tell in the ashram, we cannot talk while eating food and we cannot look towards each other. One time it happened, it is written at the back in the dining hall, keep silence. Even has to, Swamiji will sit, Swami Tejavanji was teaching us. So he was the Acharya at that time. So he will come, nobody can talk at all. Nobody can talk. What is there today? Upma, same upma, every day, same, no talking. Salt is less, salt is more, mirchi is there, nothing, we cannot talk to anybody, anything. Actually, if that discipline, forget we cannot sit in front of the Lord because somehow at that time all the joints will come to know how many joints you have when we sit in front of the Lord. Otherwise, movie party we will not know. Will not know. And somewhere it will eat, mind will go here and there only when we sit in front of God. Otherwise, everything is fine. When we are the party, you are the most considerate. We can't tell anything. Starting from Trump to Biden, anything you ask, I can tell left and right. Only while doing japas, my mind is going there. But what discussing so much, whatever I told in the last 3 years regarding Trump, you can tell everything, comma, full stop. You have got so much of concentration, so much of memory. And what happened to Pennsylvania, what George told, everything we know. But what God told in Srimad Bhagavatam, what Kapila Muni told to Devahuti, I have listened 10 times. Still, nothing goes. Nothing goes. So the purpose is to really make us think that this Atma, how it can be, how it will have the four quarters, how it is made of four quarters. Then the explanation is given, and that we'll see next time. Hmm? Four quarters are told, but how it is made of four quarters, that he is going to tell. Oh, oh, oh. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ